I did not see you there. That was just insane. Anyways, what are we doing today? Today we are doing the best, epicest Death Note tier list on Earth. And why will it be the best tier list on Earth, you might ask? Well, that is because I am a ginger, and gingers do not have souls, and I am hoping to achieve a soul and therefore immortality by compiling tier lists of my favorite things ever. And because of this, I am doing a Death Note tier list today. Now, I must add 2 disclaimers before we go any further. First of all, I do not know all of the Death Note characters' last names, so I shall be looking at another screen to determine what their last names are. But I do know the plot, so shut up, okay? I know I don't know Mello's last name, but shut up, okay? Anyways, the other thing I must note is that there will be spoilers for this show. And because of that, I just warn you, there will be spoilers. Do not accuse me of spoiling the entire show for you in 2 minutes, because I absolutely will. So, anyways, we are going to rank these characters not necessarily based on likability, nor based on their prominence in the show. We are going to be basing them on whether they are a worthy opponent of Light Yagami. That's why we have God of the World as the highest, as the S tier. We have Utter Failure as the lowest tier. Like, who literally could not have foibled Light Yagami if they caught him being Kira and then went to the police. Like, literally. So let's try this video out, and we are going to go with Watari first. I love Watari. He's just a cool guy. Here's the thing, he doesn't really have a lot of character development. He really doesn't do a lot. He's, I think, logistics for L, and then he's kind of his public image as well. Watari's pretty awesome, but he also doesn't do anything to catch Light. Because of that, Watari gets a B. Next character, we have Mikami. Turano, don't know his first name, Mikami. Now, Mikami is a very interesting character. Honestly, he's not that interesting. He just has this Jesus complex. But the good thing is, he loves Light Yagami so much that he wants to help him in any way possible. But the problem is, he actually doesn't trust him very much. And then he foibles his plan near the end. And because he actually foibles the person he loves so much, he's kind of a dimwit. So he's going in the dimwit category. Next, we have Rem. Now, Rem is a Shinigami, just like Ryuk. But to be actually called a god of the world, Rem would have to do something and do it well. And Rem really just is a unidimensional character. I always say unidimensional about at least one character per video because I like to pronounce words wrong and have people get mad at me. But there's Rem, who is an unidimensional character and really just loves Misa so much. So Rem is gonna go in neither idiot nor genius. Rem is just Rem. Next we have Sayo Yagami. She is it Sayu or Sayo? Sayo Yagami. She is Light's sister, and she's pretty awesome. She doesn't do anything to catch Light, but she also is just a very supportive little sister, and you can't blame her. She's a child, so she's not a dimwit. She's neither idiot nor genius. She's just a cute little, like, younger sister to Light. You know, she's just a good character. Sachiko Yagami. Sachiko Yagami had the killer under her nose the entire time and did not even notice it. Now, she's literally like, "Hey, Light, would you like a cup of tea?" And Light's like, "No, Mom, I'm going to my room." And she's like, "Oh, okay, honey, have fun." Yeah, she goes in utter failure because she does nothing to catch Light. Next we have, oh, I know her name. It's Naomi Mizora. Naomi Mizora is actually, surprisingly, one of the closest people to catching Light in the entire show. And because of that, I can't help but put her in an A tier. She literally has that scene where she's walking to the police station and she's literally going to catch Light, and she has an incriminating piece of information about him. Light is very hard pressed to be able to convince her to give him her name, and she really does not do that. She does it with reluctance. Okay, so Naomi Mizora is going in an A because she almost catches Light. Next, we have Nier. Now, Nier is an interesting character because Nier is actually not all that interesting. Nier is basically the robotic, unemotional version of Light. Maybe the creators of the show just wanted to show us that there's a possibility that someone could be even better than Light. But Nier is just an annoying character. He's just way too smart for Light. He makes Light look like a fool at any chance he gets. But he really isn't all that likable, and he only wins because he has Mello to thank. And Mello, oh my goodness, we're not too Mello yet. But Nier is going to go as a worthy opponent, but not a god of the world. We kidding? Nier is not a Light. Next we have Takada. Kiyomi Takada. Now Takada is a character who's very good at being a newscaster for Kira, but she meets Light and she finds out that he's Kira, and she loves Light, she loves Kira, so she immediately wants to flirt with him. Now because of that, and she gets into a cat fight with Misa as well, so she's gonna have to go into a bit of a neither idiot nor genius. She's just driven by her emotions about Light. Ugh, emotions. I wish I wasn't a ginger and could experience those. Anyways, we have Misa next. Now, Misa's pretty awesome. She's actually a really smart character who is completely undervalued. She actually, at many instances in the show, makes Light think he is going to get caught because of her. And whether or not this is intentional on her part, there are times where it is intentional. In fact, she's the one that's able to find him before he even finds her. So because of that, she's kind of a worthy opponent for Light. No, she's not. She tried her best for sure. She's not a worthy opponent though. All right, next we have Kiyosuke Higuchi. I think that's how to pronounce his name. It's definitely Higuchi though. Higuchi, or Higuchi. One of those three probably. Because Higuchi is Kira at one point. He's really just not all that smart though. He basically falls for all of the traps, even traps set by Misa, and he very transparently goes down to the news station, and basically turns himself in. Higuchi's just really not all that smart. He's a dimwit. Next, we have the only real god of the new world other than Light. L is just this genius. He's obviously going in the S tier. He is putting pressure on Light at every single turn. He is just, if anyone's worthy to be the god of the new world, who's not actually a narcissist in the same way that Light is. L seems to be a narcissist in his own kind of way, but he's a genius and he's awesome and it's pretty cool. So he's going in god tier. Next we have Mello. Now Mello is Nier's co-catcher of Light. Now Mello is really not all that great. The scenes he's in really just kind of suck. He ends up dying pretty easily, but at the end of the day, he does help catch Light, so that brings him from a D to a C. Alright, next we have Soichiro Yagami. Chief Yagami is Light's father, and he is just the most moral, good man in the show. He is just so good at everything, besides being smart. Kira's right under his nose, he doesn't know about it, but he stays true to his morals no matter what. Because of that, I think I have to elevate him from a C to a B. He tried his best. He really lived his best life. Light, well, obviously, if there's anyone that's worthy to be a god of the new world, it is Light. Light catches the Death Note, and because of that, he basically takes over the world. He effectively becomes the god of the new world, even if he loses at the end. So there's no way I cannot say that Light goes in S tier here. Next, we have Penber. Now, if anyone is F tier other than Light's mom, it's obviously Penber, and here's the reason. Penber basically gives Light all of the ammunition he needs to catch the FBI and kill them all, kills the FBI agents. He also observes Light killing in a bus, and yet he still is naive enough to be tricked by Light. So there's no way he's a D, he's an F. Next we have, I know this guy's name, but I can't get it off at the top of my head. What's his name? I can't believe I had to look it up. It's Izawa. Now, Izawa is kind of a cynical character. He really is kind of disturbing at times. He just really doesn't like L. He doesn't like Light. But eventually he does give some information to Nier that helps him catch Light. And honestly, because of that, I'm going to put him in the worthy opponent tier with Nier. Next we have Ryuk. Now here's the thing. Ryuk is an actual god. So if we're going for god of the world status, Ryuk could be up there. He just adds comedic genius to every scene. He does not care about light. He does not bend over backwards for him. He literally bends over backwards for apples and nothing else. Ryuk does not give a crap about light, and because of that, he is going in God of the New World. Next, we have Matsuda. Matsuda is one of the best characters. He is maybe a little bit stupid, but he really cares about catching Kira. He has a high moral compass. He is really undermined in terms of intelligence. He has that one scene where he fakes his death. He does a pretty good job doing that, even though he did get himself into that pickle in the first place. I have to put him in tried his best. So after all this, I hope you guys can see that my tier list is the best of all of the Death Note tier lists. Obviously, Light and L and Ryuk are the gods of the New World. Other than that, everyone else kind of is inferior. And so because of that, this is the ranking I have chosen. Now, please subscribe and like to my video if you enjoyed it. And hopefully one of these days I will receive a knock on my door and the Amazon driver tells me, hey, your soul has arrived. That hasn't happened yet, but I'm hoping it does happen because that's really what I want to happen as the result of this video. So please just like, subscribe, turn on notifications, leave a comment saying this is the best Death Note tier list I have ever seen in my entire freaking life. And then I will love you forever because I'm a ginger who has no soul. Thank you.